back.
We're back, and we're
wrong.
You're here with your host,
Hassan Parker.
Oh my god, man. Okay, well, this is a guy here, we've made fun of this guy in the past. He goes like this, whatever. This is a guy that everybody's made fun of for a long time. He goes like this. I believe his name is Benjamin.
Pendejo.
Benjamin.
Toilets.
Okay, enough with the noises, man. But I saw a few videos / stories come up about this guy, and I was like, all right, let's take a look. And man, oh man, has he been uploading some fire content.
Well, last night was the second big New York mayoral debate. It involved, of course, the frontrunner Zoran Mamdani, the pro-Islamist, pro-jihadist, Marxist frontrunner who won the Democratic nomination versus Andrew Cuomo, the former governor of New York. It also appears that TikTok has been putting its thumb on the scale in favor of Zoran Mamdani. The amount of online manipulation that is now just a part of our daily culture is astonishing, truly astonishing.
And I have nothing to do with
it. We saw it during BLM.
Okay.
We saw it during COVID. Right. We've seen it most recently during the Israel-Hamas war, in which extraordinary amounts of propaganda were put out.
Ironic.
By, apparently now TikTok has been heavily promoting Zoran Mamdani.
Okay.
According to a brand new report from the New York Post, TikTok is allegedly putting its thumb on the scale to help Zoran Mamdani win the New York City mayoralty. According to a new report,
York Post
the Chinese-owned app's algorithm is...
Okay, well, then I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
And this, of course, has been true about TikTok for a very long time. It is not a shock that a Chinese-based app would prefer a Marxist Islamist as the mayor of New York. Okay, well, last night featured the second debate.
They would also prefer that you get your
booty hole waxed down.
Like this. Oh, my God. I mean, I'm curious who's watching this still. Who the hell's watching this still? It's Meemaws and Peepaws, right? It's the grandmas and grandpas of Meemaws and Peepaws who's still giving this guy views. This is a great segment right here. Check the thumbnail. We're all doing these AI. What happened to him? He fell in the sewer. Oh, that guy fell in the sewer? I just lost my vote. If he can't keep his ass out of the sewer. If he can't stay out of the sewer, how could he run a city or whatever? Oh man, that guy fell in the
toilet.
I bet he kind of knows. I think he knows that, like, this channel is just, like, funny at this point. It's, like, silly. It's, like, a self-satire channel. I think he knows what he's saying. He's got to have some inkling at all that what he's saying is goofy. But what do you do if there's a guy who's running against two guys who, both come off as insane, and then there's a likable guy who has some policy ideas that people like? What do you do? And what Ben Shapiro has come up with for this channel is just like, I don't know, like throw everything, lazily underhand everything at the wall. So he starts out this thing where it's like, it's just foreigners voting for him. Okay, yeah, that's not true.
Okay.
Then it's China and TikTok, which is funny. I mean, it's a funny idea. Like, oh, people love these two other guys. One guy who has like a terrible record, who everybody hates, Andrew Cuomo. And then another guy who's like never won, who's like a joke candidate that just keeps running.
Oh, without China.
Without China, they would love those guys, So he throws those two up. He lobs those two up. And then he's just also like, and here's some Islamophobia too. It's funny. It's like, just do this segment from bed. Just do your show from bed.
I love Hitler.
You better not, man.
He was a bad guy.
Leaked messages expose young Republicans' racist chat.
Okay,
so as we'll see, it is questionable about whether that actual line, I love Hitler, was sort of said in jest or whether it was said sort of authentically. Right? All those pieces of the chat have been released by Politico. So here's the story. Well, leaders of young Republican groups throughout the country worried.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. This is a beautiful segment right here. This was a pretty big story. There was some like Politico thing where there was these leaked chat Telegram or some crap. What is that? This is how I know I'm getting old, is like, I felt this way with Discord when I first started using it. Like Telegram or whatever. Just the idea of a new app. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to use that, and I never will. And it's different, so I'm afraid. But yeah, it was a pretty big story. All these messages leaked. Politico did a story about it. There were some like high-up government officials who resigned. I think they disbanded the Young Republicans group, whatever the hell it is, in New York, because they were texting all this stuff. Oh, Hitler's hilarious or whatever. They were messaging a bunch of creepy stuff, and somebody leaked it. A lot of these guys are mad at the people who leaked this. which is funny. It's like, hey, we should be able to say creep stuff at high levels of government in private. But, so Ben Shapiro's like, look, this might be a joke. Boys will be boys. They're saying Hitler's cool, Then Ben Shapiro looks at a post, that's like, Palestinians deserve to live. And he's like, that's racist. That's pure unadulterated racism. I don't know. Pointing out that this guy's insane at this point seems, I think most people get it. I think he's playing to an audience of 80-year-olds and 90-year-olds. It's kind of ironic. I bet a lot of his audience actually are bots. Chinese bots are making people vote for the only guy that people could possibly like. Meanwhile, I would not be surprised if all of the people clicking on this are robots.
The left is not winning because of their unity. They're being destroyed because of the thing I'm talking about happening on the right. Because they decided that the nut jobs and the radicals in their own party could not be condemned under any circumstances. They decided to feature Ilhan Omar on the cover of magazines.
Oh, God.
And unite around the crazy college protesters and the BLM rioters.
Oh, my God.
And the transgender radicals.
Oh.
And guess what? They got their... This is the dirty little secret of how Donald Trump won the election of 2024. He ran as a moderate. People who were moderate picked him above the unified left that was siding with all of their radicals and defending all of their radicals and massaging all of their radicals.
Right.
Because it turns out this is a very big country with an awful lot of people.
I think this guy's going to become less and less relevant. Like the people who would watch him are finding new people to follow. But it's weird. For like the past 10 years, he's been on... He found some billionaires in Texas to give him a bunch of money for Facebook ads to trick people, young people, into going insane, to trick the ill-informed and the undereducated and the unfortunate into acting insane, believing insane things. And then we see a leak of them talking to each other, and it's like, oh, they're insane. It also is, like, humiliating. This guy's, like a multimillionaire probably? Living out in Florida, multi-millionaire, and you have to come out here every day. And by the way, to an audience of people going, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, if you read through the comments, you're fence sitting, you're an idiot. But to have to come out here every day and be like, look, these people are saying Hitler's awesome, saying a bunch of racist stuff in this leaked chat. It's edgelordism. I'm a member of that community.
I'll give you an example. Shut up.
That's edgelordism. Same breath. You turn around, next video, and you're like, anybody who doesn't say that Israel is the coolest place in the world is a vile racist. It's an interesting life, and if I had to guess, I would guess he doesn't believe any of this, which is in a very humiliating, odd, and I would say largely wasted existence. But this is a tough one too, because clearly all his audience is going over to like Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, other crazy people, and he's like, those are crazy people. He's basically saying like, we can't tolerate the crazy people of our political side, and to him the crazy people are the most popular people who he helped popularize. That's a weird life.
There's a lot of people are worried about the extreme right in the U.S. and it becoming anti-Israel. We always hear more about the extremes than they actually, exist within society. But should Israel be worried? Yes. Okay. Yes. Why? And I mean, so first of all, the vast left in the United States has already been in Israel. There's a part of the right that is extraordinarily conspiratorial in its approach to the world, and sees, unfortunately, is true, because where all the conspiracy theories go to is, and then who's successful, right? And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on, that was all our problem. Well, right, so they were good. Well, so the like we said, I mean, if you are on the left, then you say there are people in society who have benefited from our systems of hell. Who are the people who are well-educated and rich? Disproportionately, a lot of Jews are well-educated and rich, therefore Jews are the bad guy. And you see a sort of horseshoe argument that's happening from the right.
Oh, man, this guy is so crazy that it makes you feel crazy. It makes you kind of go a little crazy just like restating what he's saying. I mean, it's basically like, look, I was uploading all these videos to make young people go insane on the internet. Now they're going insane on the internet, but not in the way that I like. Or it's fine that they're acting insane. It's actually fine. It's just boys being boys, but maybe they're insane. Also, the political left, they're all anti-Semitic because they criticize, like, billionaires. And you know where that leads. Right. Like Elon Musk, right? One of the main villains of, I would just say most people at this point, Elon Musk. It's anti-Semitic to criticize him. It is such a weird life, man. This is a weird life because it does also look like there's no future for this guy's content / company. But man, oh man, what a weird life to have to be like, you come out, you're like, these chat messages that are getting leaked, just goofing around. But also these people are sick and we need to push them out of the party. There's crazies on both sides and those are our crazies. By the way, a person who I hired, Candace Owens, she was basically saying the same stuff. Like, 3-4 years ago? Like, before I hired her, basically? What did she say? That Hitler was cool as long as he kept it local or something? Whatever the hell she said. Basically saying the same crap, but it wasn't until she was like, I'm not on board with Israel. Then she gets fired. That's weird. That's also, what's interesting about Ben Shapiro is that he's just like, he's open to every he's open to every form of racism and bigotry, this mysterious Islamist guy in New York. Ooh. Also, if you criticize rich people, that's probably anti-Semitic. Okay. You pick one. Pick one form of racism, man. Don't do all of them at once. What the hell?
Posts basically saying we, as a political party, a political ideology, need to put our squabbles aside and work together to defeat the violent left-wing radicals. And he said, right. I cannot, quote, unite with the left because they want me dead. They will spit on my grave when I die and laugh in the faces of my wife and children. There can be no unity with such people, but I will unite with anyone on the right. I hereby discard any grudge or personal feud I may have had with anybody on my side. Maybe we will pick up those arguments sometime in the future. Now, we have to stand together. And he posted that just...
This is kind of interesting. I forgot about this girl. Fem Shapiro. Jen Shapiro. She's still doing it. She gets more views than him, it looks like, by the way, now. Because she's stunningly charismatic. 487,000 views in 2 days. Why? From who? But this is kind of funny. Like, there's 2 Daily Wire characters. Exes. These are Ben Shapiro's exes. Ex-co-workers. Workers. Employees.
I'm out in Miami, ho. Booty hole waxed down.
And now they're like arch enemies, which is pretty funny. But she's reading this post. This is... I would quit if I were Ben Shapiro at this point. I'd be like, it's not working out. Forget it. Because now it's like even people who are still his employees are now like forced to turn on him. They're talking about that guy, Matt. What's the guy's name? Matt Walsh. And even he's like, we need to form an alliance. She reads this tweet that is like, it's the most like self-report, I need to take a break from being online type crap. Oh, these people, my political opponents, my ops, I call them. They'll spit on my grave and laugh in my family's face when I'm gone. I'm sorry, but sir, you might be taking yourself a little seriously. You might be starting to believe that computer is real when you start saying stuff like that, because the vast, vast majority of people do not care. Do not know you exist. Never will, and don't care. But it's funny, it's like the stupidest little civil war, because it's like, these people within Ben Shapiro's company are even like, we need to unite with internet Nazis and weird kids online, and Candace Owens, I guess. We need to unite with them, and Ben Shapiro's like, no we don't, because they're saying mean stuff about Israel. Ben Shapiro's in a tough spot, because one of the like popular guys in this thing now is that guy Nick Fuentes, who Ben Shapiro basically created. A little kid basically who's like a complete product of online slop and garbage and crap. The type of right-wing crap that Ben Shapiro like almost single-handedly created from the beginning, you know. Now he's like, it's going a little too far. Oh, what a life. What a wacky life. That's basically Ben Shapiro's life now. So this thing I created
on the internet.
With, you know, $1 trillion of ads on Facebook and all this crap. You know, helping young people go insane online.
It's gotten out of control. Now it's turning against me.
And now I'm out here with my
booty hole waxed down.
This is so weird. I think I would retire. You know? This is not fun anymore, you know? But you gotta love that tweet from that weird guy, you know? Oh, they'll spit on my grave and laugh in my children's faces. So we must unite against this thing that I imagine will happen because I'm self-aggrandizing in my room by myself.
And that's fine too, if that's how you feel. It's like, fine, I'm just done with you in that case forever.
What'd I do?
We're not allies. You don't exist anymore.
I like you. Why not?
You're irrelevant.
Hey.
If even now you still have an appetite to spend your time punching right, then I have nothing else to say to you or about you.
I mean, that's the beauty of Matt Walsh. He does not pull punches in the slightest. And I love him for it. Now, all of this...
That is a stunning amount of bravery. To side with the people that are becoming more popular amongst your audience, to side with them, that is an extreme. You know, I watch a lot of movies about these brave guys. What's one? Let me try to think of an example. Let me think of one. Rumble in the Bronx, maybe? Jackie Chan had the courage to, kick somebody in the face? What did he do in that movie? Did he start all those problems in the Bronx? Maybe we need to revisit that movie. This was the inciting incident of Rumble in the Bronx. Jackie Chan went up to somebody in the Bronx and he goes,
"Let me ask you something, please."
You know, I watch movies like that about a brave guy, and I think this is nothing compared to that goofball on the internet who's doing what's probably best for his opportunistic career. I love it. That is funny. You know, I mean, obviously these are all like kooks and stuff, but it is funny, like people taking themselves very seriously, grandiose on the internet. You know,
I rise to battle. The webcam is my sword.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. It is funny though, like, you know, Ben Shapiro has always been he's always been like just a weird, wacky character that people make fun of online all the time. You know, started this channel making fun of this guy, giving this guy a little bit of a hard time.
I'm having a hard time.
I guess I, in some way, in some world, feel sorry for the guy because it's just like, damn, this is like kind of an epic falling apart. Your entire audience is turning against you. All your employees are basically forced to turn against you. And then there's this here.
Do you think that's a fair characterization of the distinction?
I have a hard time understanding exactly how to get to the second without thoroughly dispensing with the first or thoroughly arranging the first properly.
This is a guy who, I guess, the Daily Wire paid like a ton of money, and now he's kind of like disappeared. He's still uploading these videos. I don't know where the hell these videos came from. They're still uploading videos of his ass, but he's like disappeared. That would be too much for me. I think I would take a little break. I would disappear if I were Ben. You know, it's like, oh, everyone, including my own employees, is kind of turning on my little ass. And this guy that my company invested a bunch of money in to do content has disappeared with an unidentified illness and may be nearly passed away. I would be like, okay, enough's enough. I'm going to go do something else. The universe is sending me signals that this is not for me. I'm going to
figure out something else to do.
Okay, let's check this out. This is one of my favorite subreddits. The Joe Rogan one. The
adult baby
subreddit. What the hell does it say? Jordan Peterson was near death after he was hospitalized with pneumonia and sepsis, says his daughter, okay? What the hell is Joe Rogan's Reddit saying? Why is this guy always almost effing dying? They're saying he needs to eat vegetables and not just meat. Let's go to this guy's actual subreddit. What is this? The r slash
adult baby
r/
cut your meat.
What does this say? Finally an update, but not a very good one. Okay, there's the health update. What are they saying on this subreddit? I hope the best for him. It's interesting. It looks like these do seem to be fans of his, and they're kind of confused by this. He has been in an ICU for a month He's out now, but things are still dire. They're asking for prayer. And then this guy's, what put him in there? They don't really know, but they think it's from mold exposure. I'm surprised he didn't hire a professional. You can't go in there without proper breathing equipment. And then somebody's like, it's personal. Now they're arguing about mold and HVAC systems. Okay. If it actually is from mold exposure, there is a simple way they could scientifically prove or disprove that. Take a sample from the lungs. Okay. So there's like skeptics, and they're like, what the hell's going on with this guy? His daughter also thinks this might be from demons. You know, that's another theory. But, if this poor old man is sick, I hope he gets better. Hope he's okay, but there's part of me that's like, if I worked for this company and you could see it's kind of falling apart, I think I might be like, I'm sick. I can't upload videos here anymore. Until things blow over. With my health, I mean. That's what I would do. Not saying that's what he's doing, but, Oh, there we go. An absolute...
Strange another one.
Oh my God.
But guys...
Let me ask you something, please.
Hey guys, do you mind if I ask you something, please? Gonna do a live stream later today. Come on the live stream. Do one of these. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey guys, what the hell you doing? What the hell you up to lately, as of late? Anyway, it's your man here. Just asking you, can I ask you something, please? What does the guy say? Hey, can I please ask you something? God damn it. Hey, do you want to subscribe on Patreon? Oh, it's for as little as $2 per month, and you get all the episodes you're missing. You won't believe what's in there, man. You won't believe it. That's every week. All you gotta do is click the link in the Look, what's wrong with me? Now I have had a few drinks. That might have something to do with it, but probably not. I probably got that under control. Don't worry about that. All you gotta do is click the link in the description, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.